I am with Nick and Tori, bride and groom, actually bride and groom. Behind us is the pit box for the Ford team, and out there during the first pit stop that they're performing live, the Bush guy will be performing the wedding right here of Nick and Tori. I asked him if he'd been ordained just for this. He said yes. I asked them why they were chosen out of hundreds of couples. Well, Nick proposed at the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and they're from St. Louis, home of Anheuser-Busch. One question, Tori, are you nervous?
Very, very nervous, but excited.
Nervous but excited. It will be awesome. One other thing, they won't really be able to hear their vows, Marty, but they said the Bush guy, he projects really well.
Oh, that is awesome. We've got to watch that. It's going to be fun to watch, isn't it, DJ?
It sure is. I mean, how about this? What a great opportunity for them.
Where do you
Something they'll never forget.
Congratulations, Nick and Tori. Look.
Drivers, start your engines!
We've talked about the cars and the stars, but one thing we haven't spent a whole lot of time talking about is this racetrack. It is a fast, mile-and-a-half challenging track. Why is it so challenging? Part of the reason is these bumps all the way around the corners. Look at the scars in the racetrack. When the cars get down into the racetrack, it actually damages it, but what it also does is it makes the car handle bad. So what do you do as a driver? You come running up here, you find more racetrack to run on. It's smoother up here. That means more grip. But if that's the fastest way around the racetrack, you want to be doing your service down there. So you're going to have to make compromises and choices all day. That's what makes it fun to watch, and that's why it's so challenging to try to win these races. We come back, we're going to see a green flag.
Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson making up row one. We're racing in Las Vegas. Martin Truex Jr. with a good push early for Christopher Bell, and he's able to jump out front. Larson has that second spot. Third still contested. William Byron on the bottom of the racetrack, surging ahead now of Martin Truex Jr.
Things that makes a difference is kind of like a pitcher. You know, if you have a knuckleballer, like Tim Wakefield just passed away, old school knuckleballer for the Red Sox.
Wow, he almost thought about going in the middle, backs off a little bit, he's trying to help himself. Blaney moving around, they ain't sliding up the racetrack into the left side of Denny Hamlin here off of turn 2. Bush got so loose down there.
It's the final lap of stage one. Again, the top 10 gain stage points. And it's going to be Kyle Larson who's going to get the win of stage one. Bell finishing up in second. Keselowski, Reddick, Truex Jr. all gaining points. Blaney, Hamlin, Busch, Harvick, and Byron. The one playoff driver that didn't receive points was Chris Buescher. He finishes 16th in stage one. Larson and Bell grabbing the most points, but it's Larson with his 6th stage win already this year and his 3rd here at Las Vegas. The wall, the 42, Carson Hocevar. Could this be a right rear tire issue?
Looks like his right rear tire is flat.
And remember, this is the team car to the 43 who had the flat tire earlier. There you go. Blew a tire out of Hocevar's radio. So both of the Legacy Motor Club cars, Jimmy Johnson in attendance. This is not going to put a smile on his face as both the 42 and the 43 have both blown right rear tires in today's race.
Looks like enough damage to the right side of this one. It might end his day. Toe link damage possibly there on the right rear. And he's going to try to pull back into his pit stall if he can make it all the way around the racetrack. But the right side tires both down on the 42 of Hocevar. It was announced earlier that he would be running the remaining races this year for Legacy Motor Club.
Right at the top of the racetrack in turn 1 and 2, and it's like he made contact with the wall. Maybe the tire is going down before he gets to the corner. So he tried to keep it against the fence, maybe to slow the car down.
So bad break for Carson Hocevar, but is this a good break for Martin Truex Jr., who was falling back?
So, you know, I don't know. If you pit under green and he pits early, I think he can kind of overcome some of his positions. He has a good enough car. He's 16th.
Yeah, he's struggling with the balance of the car right there. You see the car bobbling in the middle of the corner, but here's the
Oh, wow. That was massive.
Goodness.
So the car almost spins out. He does a really incredible thing and basically just locks all 4 tires down, and that and the wall straightened the car out.
I saw the replay where his wall is just going to be tire heat at this point. Stay smooth.
Another car on the wall, the 48.
And this time it's Bowman.
Oh,
and he's going to slide back in front of traffic. The caution has come out.
Man, that was almost a bad deal right there. The car started to turn right, Rick, in front of oncoming traffic. He's running 9th.
Guys, 3 laps ago, Alex Bowman radioed to his team that the right rear started feeling kind of funny. It was not like it was earlier in the run, so something was going on.
Yeah, he's damaged the car. Now he has no steering.
Yeah, the right rear tire's not flat, so I don't know whether he looks like he may have gotten out of control or out of, loose, much like his teammate did. Maybe he was having a vibration or an issue with the right rear. It looks like he's got he's gotten the car sideways and up into the fence, much like Larson.
Larson with a 1.4-second advantage over Ross Chastain. Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin have worked their way up inside the top 5, running 3rd and 4th. Keselowski has fallen back to that 5th spot. Again, the fresher Goodyear tires have paid off for Larson, Chastain, Bell, and Hamlin. And stage number 2 is going to go Kyle Larson. He swept the stages today. It's the 9th time that he has swept those stages in a race. Playoff drivers also gaining points. William Byron, you see Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick, as well as Bell and Hamlin. Las Vegas, track completed in 1996, has seen a lot of action at this racetrack. The city of entertainment. Most recently last year, the dust up between Larson and Wallace. Who's going to get to victory lane?
Behind the wheel.
Oh, we got a crash into. Sorry, Marty. We got a car spinning around.
It's Chase Briscoe in the 14 goes around, and it looks like everyone's going to avoid. You see the right rear tire is down. Don't know if that was the cause of this spin. The right front also is down.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe running 25th. Got way up the racetrack. This car underneath him.
He might have 4 flat tires here as he's going to work his way back to pit road.
Right rear is definitely down.
Right rear, right front, both are down as Briscoe's going to make his way back, or at least try to.
And Steve, right at a time where you were talking about it being a very strange place. Here we go. As far as pits go, here he is just way up the racetrack trying to get on the outside of Allmendinger. Got in the wall and then contact also.
He gets into Stenhouse there, and Stenhouse goes up and makes a little contact with the wall. And luckily, as he comes down the track, not a lot of oncoming traffic really to have to worry about. Oh, we got a car in the wall off of turn 2, the 54 car.
Ty Gibbs into the wall, and the caution comes out.
Looked like that car might either got loose or blew a right front tire. That was a... There you go, blew a right front tire. Car just went straight into the fence.
And the wheel came off, too.
Yeah. Uh-oh. So the car went straight into the wall.
Looks like it's cut.
So that's what happens, Rick. So if the wheel comes off, I was just making sure where that wheel ends up right there. It was getting closer to pit road. So what can happen? I don't know if, yeah, it's cut. So if the wheel comes loose, it kind of drags onto the brake caliper and cuts the wheel right in half. Now that it's aluminum wheel.
They're four ride right here, and the car just takes off up the racetrack. He ran over something right there. You see the car jump? He ran over the top of something. It looked like the car hopped in the air. See, watch this car.
Or this is a right front wheel issue. This is a right front that's not tight.
Boom.
I think that's the right front wheel falling off.
Yeah.
Or crack, getting to the end of the snout.
There you go.
Yeah, I think this whole thing has started because it wasn't tight.
How about this? It ended with the wheel coming off. So at some point, and the center's still in the wheel is what I thought, right? Because the outside looks good.
Yeah, the whole wheel comes off.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so if the whole wheel came off, the nut could not be on it.
There you go. Bell moved. Bell wobbled just a little bit right there. Lost a little speed. Had a huge run.
Bell right up against the wall. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Larson with a 0.3 of a second lead. Bell. A final effort through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time.
Big gain right there by the 20 car.
through 3 and 4 for the final time. Now lap traffic coming into play. Bell on the high side. Larson's going to drift up in front of him. Does Bell have enough? It's Larson.
Buffer.
Bell.
Still buffer.
Larson. Larson's going to win.
Checker flag.
What a finish by Kyle Larson.
Good job.
Larson advances to the championship 4, but what an effort by the 20 of Christopher Bell.
The momentum was there off of turn 4 for the 20.
That was a team win if I've ever seen one. Proud of this team. Proud of you, Kyle. Great job driving at the end. Good job, Tyler.
Marty's down there with the winner here in Vegas.
Welcome to the Championship 4, Kyle Larson and Hendrick Motorsports. He told me this morning, I'm focused this round on no mistakes. It was a flawless no mistake day for the 5-team maximum points. And now the berth into the Championship 4, but a heck of a battle for these Vegas fans with Christopher Bell at the end of the race. Did the 20 kind of surprise you there? Did you know he was coming that quickly, Kyle?
I could see him come in my mirror for sure, and was hoping those lappers were going to give me the bottom, and the 38 peeled off to the bottom, and I knew I couldn't follow him, and I just didn't want to go all the way to the top and leave the middle open, but thankfully Christopher as always races extremely clean, and it could have got crazier than it did, coming to the start finish line. So thank you to him for racing with respect there. What a job done by my team too. Just a great race car. I almost gave it away there. I wanted to, getting sideways, getting the wall, and had to fight back from there with our balance. They got it much closer there in the lead. I was happy to pull away as much as we did, and was hoping that was going to be enough, to maintain, which it was, but I thought, they weren't going to be able to get as close as they did there at the end. So nerve-wracking, but thanks to Chevrolet, HendrickCars.com, Junior Robin Bar, Valvoline, everybody involved in this deal. This is really cool to get to go race for another championship here in a few weeks, and glad we don't have to stress over these next 2 races.
The incredible save. The kids are here to celebrate with Dad, Kyle Larson. They're in the Championship 4. What a day for Hendrick Motorsports and the
There, Larson talked about how respectful you raced him, but it's a spot for the Championship 4. Do you rethink anything you did there in the last moments?
I mean, I don't know what else I could have done. So, I don't know. I feel like that was my moment. That was my moment to make the Final Four, and didn't quite capture it. So, I don't know, coming to the checker there, I knew that he was going to be blocking, so I'm going to try and go high, and he went high, but I don't even know if I had a run to get by him there coming to the line. So just wasn't enough, but a great day for sure to get those stage points and get a second place finish out of it. So I think I saw we're -2, so we're not out of it by any means, but it would have been nice to lock in.